Hello everybody, Raging Donuts on, and welcome back to another tutorial video. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to build this simple and pretty compact 100% automatic sugarcane farm. Now this thing is completely lossless, meaning that none of the sugarcane generated will actually be lost in the process. And it is relatively cheap in some aspects, though you will need quite a lot of observers as well as quite a lot of pistons. The great thing about this is you can make it just as big as you want, and technically you could remove a lot of these observers and just have one in the middle, though that would reduce the efficiency of the farm. Right now I have the tick speed set to 100 to have them grow a bit faster, but how it works is pretty simple actually. The sugarcane grows to 3 blocks high, which activates this observer, activating the piston below it, pushing it, and then all the sugarcane falls down on the blocks below them. And there is a hopper minecart running around under here, picking up every single block. As you can see, some of the sugarcane is falling out, and that is because I've forgotten to block off the sides here. So it's recommended to block off the sides and the top as well, and that will stop sugarcane from falling out. But with that out of the way, I want to show you guys how to build this. So first thing you want to do is actually decide how big you want it. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm only going to be making it 10 blocks wide, 10 actual blocks of sugarcane. So you'll need to start by placing down some powered rails. Now technically you could have one powered rail, 6 regular rails, and then another powered rail. Though just for the sake of this video, and just to be safe, I recommend having power rails all the way, so that should definitely keep it working. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then go ahead and place 2 regular rails around this side, and then place in another 10. Now you can make this pretty long, but it's not recommended to make it too long, because, well, that might look a bit weird, but technically you could make it as long as you want. Then at the end here, just place some sort of block. It's important that this is a solid block, so it cannot be glass or any type of block, because when a minecart, any sort of minecart, runs into a solid block like this, it'll immediately go the opposite direction. But if it runs into a non-solid block such as glass, so if it runs into the glass, you can see it will just stop. So it's important that you have a solid block here. Now go ahead and come out with some regular rails. Go out 2 blocks like this. Now technically the entire part I'm building right now, you could dig into the ground. So this could be the ground level, this here. So have this come up here, and then now you need the chest where you'll be having all your items. So actually move that chest back one more, and just put a double chest or any kind of chest like that. Place a hopper on top, and then get a block in front of it there. Now get a powered rail on top, and then just for a bit of redstone. This is really the only redstone part. Just make like this kind of shape here. There we go. Make that shape again with solid blocks, and then get a redstone comparator facing into this block out of the hopper. Get a redstone torch, and then get a redstone repeater and place it there just on 1 tick. Don't change that. And that's the main system. So now you should place your hopper in here, and it'll be going back and forth collecting all the sugarcane. To test it, so you can get a lever and place it there. Now once you're done using it, you can turn the system off, and that will stop. And then the next time you can turn it back on. So test that this works. You can see I'll get some sand here and drop that, and it should pick that up, and you can see it'll stop up here, load off all the sand that it picks up, and put it in the chest. So there we go, it picks up the sand. And now we'll start building the actual farm part. So go ahead and place sand. Now to make this as compact as possible, I can use the new 1.13 stair waterlogging mechanics. So go ahead and place stairs along each side of the farm, pointing into the farm like this, in that sort of way, and then get water and fill every stair up with water. There we go. And that will actually supply the sugarcane with the water they need to grow. Now if you're not 1.13, this farm will still work, but you'll just have to cover the water with blocks around it so it doesn't spill out. And then the last block, staircase there. Oh, if I can actually get this in properly, and then place in all the pieces of water just like that. So that is that done. Now go ahead and get your pistons and observers ready. We're going to come up two blocks off the ground here, and just place as many pistons as you need facing into the sand all the way from one end to the other end, and then do the same on the other side. Just like that. And then get all your observers and place them so that the face of the observer is facing in towards the sand. And there we go. Now you can get your solid block, run that all the way along, and get all your redstone dust. And then do the same on the other side. And now you are nearly done with the farm. You can go ahead and put in all of your sugarcane now. That should work perfectly fine. And one last thing I recommend is covering up the sides and placing some glass. Just like that. Oh, so this is where I messed up. So go ahead and just break this block here. That shouldn't cause any problems, but that will allow the minecart to go back and forth. Or if you want to have a block there, you could just extend this module a bit back. So go ahead and place glass on the outer sides here as well as on the other side, and this will stop any sugarcane from falling out over these sides. Also go ahead and I recommend placing some glass on top as well, just so none of the sugarcane gets stuck, because that does happen occasionally. So get this all covered up with glass. You can decorate this any way you want, just making sure that no sugarcane is able to escape. And there we go. That is the relatively compact, relatively easy to build sugarcane farm complete. Now just to make this a bit faster, I'll set the tick speed to 1000, and you'll see your sugarcane starts growing, and it's all chopped down and harvested by the hopper minecart here. And then it'll stop and dump off all the sugarcane in this chest. So guys, I hope you found this module tutorial useful. If you did, consider liking or subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.